òun ló ṣe mí báyìí o tí mo land sí hospital. Òun ló ṣe mí báyìí tí mo land sí hospital. Tó ń pè mí lágan, tó ń pariwo àgàn lé mi lórí, tó wà mí lọ́nà tó gèètì ọ̀nìkù, tó fẹ́ gba mọ́tò lọ́wọ́ mi, tó fẹ́ pa mí. Tèmi àti ẹjọ́ ṣe ní last year. Nígbà tá à ń lọ Yid last year, fídíò tèmi àti ẹjọ́ ṣe nìyẹn. Kò tó rí mọ́.
Very sad. Very, very sad. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Toyeen Talks. This is so sad. Woman sent to her early grave by husband over fertility issue. According to the family member, the husband beat her and spite her for being barren at any slightest opportunity. Is marriage worth one's life? Her name is Elijah Muji on top. She was almost 45 years when she decided to marry this guy who is moto. He always followed trailer to offload, so she sold her Lexus Jeep. She used the money to buy this guy trailer so he can be his own boss. Then she bought another car. Then the guy said he wants to collect the car so he can be driving it around, which she refused. Then he started beating her all the time. He beat her up that she is always get hospitalized, and he started womanizing with people that even know Moji. So most of his girlfriends started insulting her with barrenness. Then her BP became so high. The guy started spoiling her up and down, telling her friends what she didn't say, framing her. She kept on thinking about all these insults. She's always in the hospital. She died after her BP raised up. Wow. Jesus Christ. Now, this is what we are saying. The man wey beat him wife to death 2 days ago get one side chick for corner wey he don give belle unto say housewife no born, and housewife wey dem beat to death na she dey bankroll the husband. See the side chick for front seat doing pepper dem for car wey be say na housewife buy. When we women learn to live so they can live. When? So like this now, this woman don't go and husband expecting baby from side chick. This is a very sad story. Really, really sad. This matter of domestic violence and abusive relationships are going out of hands. Really. What is domestic violence? Domestic violence, also known as family violence, is when someone uses violence or manipulation to maintain power and control over someone they are close to. It can involve violence, intimidation, threats. It can involve insult or psychological manipulation. The abuse may involve a partner or ex-partner or even a family member or anyone who is in close contact with another person. Anyone, regardless of their background, sex, or gender, can find themselves in an abusive relationship. Abusive relationships do not always involve physical violence. There are other kinds of damaging abuse, none of which are acceptable. The abuser can be of any gender or sexual orientation. We have many types of abuse. These include physical abuse, sexual abuse, verbal abuse, that is intimidation, verbal attacks, threats, insults. We have psychological or emotional abuse, blaming or ignoring the person, treating the person as inferior, saying their behavior is inappropriate. We have social isolation. So isolation the victim from their family and friends, such as forbidding or preventing contact with them and ongoing rudeness to family and friends. We have financial abuse, maintaining control of family finances, including restricting access to bank accounts, providing a small allowances, hidden assets, preventing the person from working. We have child abuse, physical and sexual abuse, neglect, verbal and emotional abuse of a child who is at risk of domestic violence. Domestic violence can affect anyone. Most victims are women and children, and most perpetrators are male. The risk of domestic violence is highest around the times of relationship breakdown or problem in a relationship. What are signs of domestic violence? Certain types of injuries can act as warning signs that a person may be a victim of physical domestic violence. For example, people who have several or repeated injuries without a logical explanation. Other signs of domestic violence you might notice in a friend or relative includes they have lost their confidence or are more quiet than usual. They seem afraid of their partner. They have stopped saying their friends or family. Their partner often criticizes them, humiliates them, order them about, or make all the decisions. They often talk about their partner's bad temper or jealousy. They have physical injuries like bruises, broken bones. Their children seem afraid of the person or show withdrawn or anxious behavior. What are the effects of domestic violence? If you are affected by domestic violence, you can feel scared or anxious. You can have trouble sleeping. You sometimes you have trouble concentrating. Sometimes you lose self-confidence. You feel isolated and so much and so forth. You might find yourself changing your behavior or avoiding certain topics around the person. You may feel like you deserve the abuse or that you are to blame. But remember, you are never to blame for someone else's behavior, please. Domestic violence can increase the risk of developing mental health disorders such as depression. Let us watch out for ourselves, please. Domestic violence can have harmful effects on children, even if the child is not a direct victim of violence. Witnessing violence between parents can disrupt a child's sense of safety and security. Domestic violence can have long-term effects on children's physical and mental health, as well as their learning and social development. Ẹ jẹ́ ká watch out fún àwọn ọmọ wa, please. This is really big issue, serious issue. If you suspect that a child is experiencing or witnessing domestic violence, you may have a legal obligation to report this to local authority. This will depend on which state you live in and the nature of your relationship with the child. How can you help someone? Simply being there to support someone can make all the difference, please. If someone is talking to you about domestic violence, you should listen closely and take the abuse seriously. Thank you for listening. Till I'll see you again in my next video. Please take care of yourself and your loved ones. Watch out. Thank you. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you. Bye.